Hi guys, it's Ray, and today I'm going to do a tag video. I've not been officially tagged, but I'm doing it anyway because it's a really cool tag and I really want to do it. And it is the author A to Z tag, which was created by Jen Campbell, who is the author of the Bookshop book and also Weird Things Customers Say in Bookshops and more Weird Things Customers Say in Bookshops. And she has a YouTube channel as well, where she does obviously book related videos, so I shall link to her channel down below and also her video where she does the tag. I saw the tag video on Stevie's channel of Sable Court, and I was like, yeah, I really want to do this because it looked like a lot of fun. So I'm actually doing two versions. I'm doing an all-female version and an all-male version because I'm crazy like that. And I have enough books to do it, which is quite worrying. There's only 3 letters that I don't have stuff for. In the female version, the only version what book I have is missing is X. I don't have any X authors, but there probably isn't really any, very few anyway. And for the men, I'm missing U and X, and there is some fudging on the other letters to make it work. But yes, this is going to be my women's author A to Z to start with, so let's go. Obviously, first for A, we have Persuasion by Jane Austen, because I like my Jane Austen and I've got a lot of Jane Austen books. There's a whole, I have a whole video actually of showing all my various Jane Austen books. I'll link that down below as well in case you fancy watching that. There's actually some editing in that one. That's a remarkable video, that one is. But yes, Jane Austen in this lovely English library edition. I wish I could get all of them in this, but I'm not allowed to keep buying editions. Oh, God. So yes, A. And B, I've got Robin Benway, and this is her new book, Emmy and Oliver, that just came out, and it's amazing, and it made me cry, and it's fantastic. I really like. So this is only this is the 4th Robin Benway book I've got. I haven't read. She had a sort of trilogy of spy related books which I haven't read. I've got the first one. I haven't read them though. So, but this her contemporary YA is fantastic. This is just amazing, and the cover is awesome with the fingerprint heart. I like that, and it has plot significance as well. I like that. My C author is Gail Carriger, and this is the Etiquette and Espionage, which is the first in her Finishing School series. The 4th and final book for this is coming out in November, and I am dying for it because I love this series so much. And her Alexia Tarabati Parasol Protectorate series is also very good, and that's more adult, a bit more risque. This is for YA, and then she's got her new series, which is the Custard Protocol. Starts with Prudence, which is following characters related to the Parasol Protectorate. I won't just, although as soon as you start looking at it, it'll give it away, kind of plot wise for stuff. But yeah, this is set before that series, and it's amazing. I love it. And I finally got Jess to buy it, so she's like, yeah, you're gonna read it and you're gonna feel my emotions. And for D, if you watch my the video that will probably be up before this one, because I filmed it 3 minutes ago, my D author is currently Susan Dennard, who is the author of Something Strange and Deadly, and also another book which I got on Wednesday, and I'm not going to show it again in this because otherwise people would say, stop gloating about it, God, it's so rude. But yes, this is first in a sort of historical paranormal trilogy, and it's amazeballs, and I need the last one because I need to have all of my feels ripped out. But yes, very fun, and I also love the cover. Dresses are gorgeous. I'm a sucker for cover dresses, really pretty cover dresses. And for E, we've got Angel Fall by Susan E, because this is another series that just makes me just flail with emotions, and it's fantastic. Kind of angel sort of dystopia. It's, most people will have heard of this by now, but yeah. E. F, we've got If by Stay by Gail Foreman, which I haven't read this in a long time. I still need to read some of her more recent books that I haven't read, but I got this signed at an event I went to earlier this year. It was this year. Oh my God, it was this year. So yes, that is my F. I'm going to have a massive pile of books on the floor soon by the end of this. For G, I've gone for Sally Green, who is the author of Half Bad and Half Wild, which came out in March. And I managed to get my copy of Half Wild signed at Yelk, because I basically kind of accosted her on the Saturday, since I wasn't there for her signing day. But yes, this is awesome kind of witch book, and it's if Voldemort had a kid, and sort of how would people treat him? That's pretty much this book, and it's fantastic. Right, trying to drop these on the floor without destroying them. And for H, I've gone for Shannon Hale, the author of The Goose Girl, and there's also 3 other books that follow this, and she's also written various other kind of like fairy tale related books, and they're amazing. And I've not seen the because like one of her books, Princess Academy, there's now 2 sequels to it, but I don't know if they've been released in the UK, and if they have, they've probably not been released with these gorgeous covers, which I really, really love. I love these covers so much. This is excellent fairy tale. I think it's the best of the 4, but yes. And for I have got The Snow Child by Eowyn Ivy, one of those. I've got this, but I haven't read it yet. I got it from a charity shop, and it's set in Alaska in the 1920s, and I've heard amazing things about it, so I should really get on with this. I should really just read it and stop messing around. And for J, I've got Louder Than Words by Laura Jarrett. I read this I think it was this year or late last year, I can't remember exactly, but basically about a girl who is sort of progressively mute, so she just doesn't talk to anybody anymore, and she's and it's sort of kind of going into sort of why she does that, and why she stopped talking, and about all sort of the people around her, and it's a very good book. I really enjoyed it, so I need to get some more Laura Jarrett books. And very striking eyes. And for K, we've got Julie Kagawa and The Immortal Rules. This is the first in her Blood of Eden series, which is her vampire series, which is my favourite of her. I haven't read any of her sort of Iron Fae series, because Fae books aren't usually my thing, and I have read Rogue and Dragons. I love dragons, but there's ways to do dragon books, but this is my favourite series of hers, and it's fantastic. Vampires and dystopia. There's a theme in some of these things. Do things on the floor. And my L author is Rhiannon Lasseter, who wrote Ghost of Enchantments. And I mention this book quite frequently, but I mean, it's the only Rhiannon Lasseter book that I've actually read. I've got another one of hers, but it's the 3rd in a trilogy, and technically I won both of these from Library Think Early Reviews a long time ago. I am terrible at actually reading the sort of books that I wrote, one from those early review schemes, because you're supposed to review them. I mean, some books I never received. I've not received like 2 books, but there's some that I got like 2009 that I've still not read. I'm terrible. But this is like kind of ghosts, murder mystery, old creepy house, and family with secrets and stuff, and I really, really love this book. I've read it like 4 or 5 times, and you'd think like that would spoil the kind of mystery aspect of it, but it doesn't. I really like this book, and so yeah, I mean the cover's a little bit dicey, but seriously, it's a good Halloween kind of book, and it's lots of fun. Stay on the floor. Right, now we're going into the second stack. Second half of the alphabet, I think. I don't know which letter is the middle of the alphabet, I don't know. But for M, we've obviously got Sarah J. Maas, Throwing the Glass, because she is besties with Susan Dennard of previous mention, and this is one of my favourite fantasy series. It's just, seriously, Queen of Shadows is going to just implode my September. It's just going to take over my entire September, and I'm just going to be like all about that. So yes. And for N, I have gone for Jandy Nelson and I'll Give You the Sun. I haven't read this yet, because I read The Sky's Everywhere. Really awkward, your brain just kind of goes, whoosh, all of it's gone. I read that quite a few years ago, so I'm intrigued by this, and I just love the sort of production kind of it, of all the, just, it's a beautiful book, and it's so yellow, so I'll have to do that soon. And for O, I have gone for Birthmark by Cara Oberyin. This is the first in a dystopia trilogy. I've read this one, and I've got the second one prized. The third book, I don't know if it got released in the UK, and because I've not seen another one like it. and I can't remember what that one was called, but it's slightly like Handmaid's Tale, and the fact that like sort of women are there for kind of like baby production, and so you gotta produce a quarter of babies and stuff, and something like that. It's been a long time since I read it, so I should probably sort that out. It makes me sound really stupid. I don't know what it's about. Right, get on the floor. And for P, anyone who knows me is gonna know the book that I will grab for P on female authors. I mean, Stevie did the same, and it was like, yeah, Stevie, I respect that. I'm down for that, and I'm showing 2 books because tough. And my P author is Tamora Pierce, or I don't. When I met Sophie, she said Tamora Pierce, but I've always said Tamora Pierce, so I like that one. But yes, this is Wild Magic by Tamora Pierce, which is the same book as what Stevie showed, but this is these are the 2004 reissue covers that Scholastic Point did, and then they all went out of print in 2008. But this is the first Tamora Pierce book that I got. I just sort of saw it in the bookshop. I was like, that's a pretty cool cover. And then I read it and I was like, I need all of these. So I have a lot of books. I have all of Tamora Pierce's books. Unfortunately, there's only so many that I could get in this cover style before they went out. But yeah, this is what started my love for Tamora Pierce. And although I do love Dane, my girl, Caladri is my girl. This is first test, first in the Protector of the Small Quartet with Caladri of Minderland, who is my girl. She is everything to me. I would murder to be as tall as Cal, and also to be as awesome as Cal. So then, yeah, it's kind of things like just the characters in Tammy's books just make me feel a lot of things, and I love the name George because of Tamora Pierce's books. George Cooper is the reason I lust after the name George. And it's just... I'm going to do a video soon showing all of my Tamora Pierce books, but they're all downstairs, but I now have them all back. I got my a copy of the first Circle of Magic book was on loan to a friend who didn't read it in like 3 months that he had it, so I was like, I have it now, but I should do a video of all my Tamora Pierce books and just talking about them at length. Not like I do that already or anything. God. Right, okay. Q is Julia Quinn, and this is Mr. Cavendish, I presume, which is, she writes Regency, like, historical romances, and I'm a sucker. They're kind of like, they're my sort of, like, slightly unashamed kind of, like, fluff read. Like, Stephanie Lawrence, Julia Quinn, Georgette Heyer, and all of those, the ones that write the Regency romances, they're all just kind of gooey, and they kind of give you the Jane Austen feels, but with slightly more risque kind of action going on. And these covers are super cute. I love these covers. Right. And for art, I was going to do something different, and then I thought, no, I can't. On today of all days, I'm recording this on July 31st, which means it is not only this guy's birthday, it is also this lady's birthday. Can't do anything other than J.K. Rowling. J.K. Rowling can't not make this list. But yes, happy birthday to J.K. and also happy birthday Harry. It's a good day all around. You don't need me to talk about this much. You really don't. Just do it. It's just the best. It's childhood right there. And for S, I am going for C.J. Scoos, and this is Rockaholic. And this one isn't signed. And I only took Dead Romantic to get signed at Yalk last year, but yeah, this is one of my. Well, no, actually, I pretty much most of C.J.'s books I really love. I read this and C.J.'s first book, Pretty Bad Things, around a pretty shit time of of 2011. It was a bad month, but I kind of read both of these, and CJ's books sort of are kind of intrinsically sort of linked to that event now, that these are the sort of things that distract me from those memories, but then at the same time they kind of have things that just resonate with the things that I feel at that time. Because I read her new book Monster, which is coming out in September. I read that this year. I read Jess's Arc, which I'm actually quoted in, which is amazing. And I read that in April, like on the day, and even 4 years after the fact, there was a line in there that just stopped me dead and was like, it's just resonates so much and it's just so fantastic. And some of CJ's Pretty Bad Things is a really angry book. It's amazingly angry, and I really, really love that. And this is just wacky and fun, and the cover's amazing. I love this cover so much. But yeah, at some point later this year, I will be doing a review of Monster, because I'm gonna, when I get a copy of my own, and I'll read it again, because it's pretty awesome. It's pretty fucking awesome. So yeah, that is my slight love letter to CJ Screws right there. For tea, I'm going for Laini Taylor, who is the author of the Daughter of Smoke and Bone trilogy, and this is the third one, Dreams of Gods and Monsters, and it's so shiny. And my copy is signed, thanks to pre-orders that work. But yes, Laini Taylor writes gorgeous, gorgeous books, and it's just, after hearing her talk about how long she can spend tweaking a paragraph, it's mad respect that all of this didn't take 12 years to write. Yes. Right, we're going down here now to drop that book. Yeah, this is how the alphabet works. I had to sort of mentally just check myself. I do have a U author, one solitary book, and that is Eleanor Updale, who wrote this book here, which is called Montmorency, Thief, Liar, Gentleman. And I got this probably from a Scholastic book fair when I was in primary school, something like that. And it's basically about this sort of guy, Montmorency, who is found like broken after he's fell off a roof during a robbery or like some kind of thing that he's doing, and then he sort of kind of reinvents himself as a gentleman, but at the same time that becomes his own sort of scruffy manservant as well. So I haven't read it in quite a while, but I really, really love it. Because when I sort of culled out a load of my kind of like younger books from when I was in primary school and like early teens and stuff, I kept this because I just really liked it. And there is actually more books that go with it. It has like slightly sort of Sherlockian kind of aspects to it, and it's really, really fun. And I'm gonna have to like reread it. And it's got a quote on the front from Stephen Fry. So Stephen Fry is endorsing it. I think you should take a look at it. But yes, that's my U author. For V, I have gone for Rachel Vincent, who is the author of of Stray and the other 6 books of this like Werecats series. I don't know what the series is called, but this is kind of like paranormal fantasy, new adult kind of bit risque in places, but really, really fun. Although they are chunksters, and there were 6 of them. And she's also written the Soul Stealers series, which is about banshees, I think. Everything just sort of veered into strange accents there. But yes, I haven't read these in a while. I did reread this one fairly recently. Well, no, possibly last year. I can't remember. Everything gets in a mess in my head. But yes. And for W, I have gone for Lisa Williamson, who wrote The Art of Being Normal, which is I haven't read this yet, but I got it. It appeared early in my the branch of Waterstones that I was working in over Christmas, and I was like, yes. And I have a tote bag that matches this, so I should have to read this soon. And as the cover might suggest, it's got a transgender main character, which is pretty cool. So I'm gonna have to read this soon. But I've heard nothing but good things. Okay, and for Y, we have got Moira Young and Blood Red Road, which is amazing. And I forgot I've got a postcard in here. I should put that on my wall. Like here, next underneath my Rockaholic postcode. Rachel, God. But yeah, got this signed at when the event that me and Jess went to. I think it was last year when we met Moira Young and Lee Bardugo. And I still need to read Raging Star. Got to do that. And lastly, this is the same author that Stevie showed, although I'm showing a different book, and that is Gabrielle Zevin, and got Memoirs of a Teenage Amnesiac. I do have Elsewhere by Gabrielle Zevin, but this is my favourite of hers. I've read this an alarming number of times, considering how it's just quite a short kind of YA contemp novel. Basically, a girl sort of, like, trips, falls down some stairs after school, and then kind of loses a load of her sort of recent memories, like loses about 4 years of her memories, and then is trying to kind of, like, having her waking up going, why are my parents divorced, and who is this person who says he's my best friend, and sort of just trying to piece together things and what she's sort of missed in those 4 years, and what kind of person she is and what person she's going to be. And it's kind of one of those things that I can't explain why I really like this, but I do. And yeah, I do have the first of Gabrielle Zevin. No, is it Gabrielle Zevin who wrote the one where there's like chocolate and caffeine banned? Because that's a scary world. But I've got the first one of those to read at some point. But yes, that is my women's A to Z tag, and this is 21 minutes long. I'm so sorry if you stuck around for this. Thank you. But yes, I have now the male version to do. That's going to be fun. But yes, I shall. Obviously, there's going to be various linky things down in the doobly doo. So go and check out Stevie's video and Jen's original one. And if you want to do this, consider yourself tagged, because I don't know enough people to actually tag individuals, because I'm a sad, lonely person on the fringes of Booktube. Anyway, I shall see you soon in another video, very soon. Bye.